against each other.
Yeah.
But so far you're getting on very well. So I'll write my name, Durable, and then I'm going to stand next to the wall. And how do you manage, say, your nutrition at college? Because you're so busy. I feel like you're the busiest women in the country. You're juggling about a million things. Yeah. Is someone going to teach me something?
We'll try.
Do I have any hope?
Practice, yeah.
Okay, I think we have a bit of work to do. We'll be back another day. Before we get started, I know you know this. Got to do a little bit of a warm up. So I'm going to do 3 of my favourite exercises. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, let's start squatting. Okay, so as low as you're comfortable to go, we'll aim for 10. So we'll just do a few reverse lunges. So the exercise is roll down, walk out. If you want to do a little press up, but you don't have to. Okay, what's your best attribute as a player?
I think my work rate.
Aisling?
Communication, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Like always wanting to win.
Okay, we're going to do a little stretch while we get the last one. We'll do a quad stretch.
Probably say my vision on the pitch.
Go on, that's very interesting. Vision on the pitch. Are we a little bit warmer?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, good job. Wanna get ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good evening and welcome to the University of Galway Connacht GA Airdome on International Women's Day, in the week that the best higher education colleges footballers in the country take centre stage here in this magnificent arena in County Mayo. Next up is the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final, the third of a triple header of action here this afternoon, as University of Limerick 4 meet TUS Midwest in a game that is really eagerly anticipated. Before the action begins, let's pause for our own Nevian. So yes, the stage set at the University of Galway Connacht GA Airdome for the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final. It is TUS Midwest against University of Limerick 4. Let's take a quick check on the teams. 2 late changes on the TUS Midwest team. Number 17, Joanne Foley, and number 18, Shannon O'Donovan, replacing number 4, Leanne Daly, and number 9, Nora O'Dwyer. The University of Limerick line-up, 1 late change to tell you about. Number 19, Amanda O'Sullivan, is in for number 12, Ella Lawless. Delighted to be joined here in Bacon this evening by Emma Halton, student at 18 Mayo and Cavan County footballer. Emma, I know you really enjoyed the last couple of games, but it's been building to the Donaghy Cup final. What are your thoughts? Who are you expecting to come through?
Actually, to be honest, I actually don't know. Obviously, it's hard to tell on the day what will happen, unpredictable, but I'm looking forward to this game. It should be a tight one.
Well, it certainly should. You have TUS Midwest Lagan Cup winners last year, so automatically qualifying for the Donaghy final in 2023 against a University of Limerick team that have been too good for ATU Galway and Marino in the preceding rounds. The ball is in, the game is on. Our referee is Shane Curley from County Galway, and it will be University of Limerick playing from right to left in the first half here in the largest indoor sports dome in the world, safe from the wind and the rain and the bitter cold that is currently engulfing the west of Ireland, as University of Limerick go on the attack through Laura Scanlon back as far as Orla Connolly. Teams playing with a brand new football that was delivered here to the Connacht GAA Centre of Excellence just a few hours ago, just to make it a little bit easier for your viewing enjoyment, and of course for the players out there as well, as University of Limerick thread a little necklace of passes together, inching down towards the TUS Midwest goal, but repelled. And that attack, which promised quite a lot at the beginning, Emma, peters out.
Yeah, TUS there did fierce defending, kept the ball out, provided great passes to each other, but now they're in possession now. Hopefully it can go up the field now and hopefully make something come out of this.
Well, this of course is a local derby in literally all but name. TUS Midwest, formerly LIT, up against University of Limerick. These players, they'll know each other well from around Limerick City, I'm sure. Many of them will have crossed paths in club and inter-county football. And today meeting in the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final, as we await the game's first score, 2 minutes in. This is the first TUS Midwest attack of note. No surprise to see it's Iris Kennelly who's on the end of it. Iris, who was one of the rising stars of the higher education championships last season, but her first shot at goal off target and away to the left and wide. Emma, anything struck you about the way the two teams are setting up? Because I suppose it's been a feature of the last couple of finals. Both teams have gone player on player, 15 on 15, and gone for it. Something similar by the looks of things here, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Now they're in attack now. You can see that bodies are behind the ball, providing that they don't want to get a score on the board.
Well, they attack in numbers, they defend en masse, and this is a chance for UL and a chance for Laura Scanlon. Shot blocked, but Shane Curley had already signalled for the advantage. There had been a foul committed earlier on in the move, but that's the second time that University of Limerick, with some very neat combination play, have opened up the TUS Midwest defence, and this time they get a free and a chance to open the scoring in the 4th minute. Free is kicked by Anya Shaughnessy, plays her club football with Kilkerran, Clonberne in Galway, and there is the opening score.
Yeah, it's great to see. Well taken there by Anya Shaughnessy. That's a bit of a lively start now. Hopefully we can maintain it.
So University of Limerick hit the front through Anya Shaughnessy. Kick out from Ciara Butler is misdirected, won by Ava Collins, and now Zoe Catus from Tinnahaley and Wicklow weaves her way through. Again, there are angles of running and support. It's Shaughnessy to Orla Connolly, and there is the second point. Lovely build-up play by UL, and nothing wrong with the finish.
Yeah, you can see them quick hands there for UL are definitely taking out the TUS defence, and they got another great score there.
Well, it's been a very positive and impressive start by the University of Limerick 4, looking to succeed DCU, the current champions, as Donaghy Cup winners. TUS Midwest just having a few issues with their restarts and with trying to get out of their defence. And in the early stages, it is UL who are setting the tone. I see Ciara Carr, their centre half back, is picking up Iris Kennelly, the danger woman in the TUS Midwest attack, as the ball is worked to Zoe Katus. Wears 13, but right now sitting in at 11. Here is the actual number 11, Laura Scanlon. Back to Orla Connolly, shoots on sight, shot flies wide. Well, they've been camped really inside the TUS Midwest half, haven't they?
They
for the first
surely
5
have,
minutes?
yes. She took that free maybe too quick. She nearly could have brought it in a bit further, but she was well right to take on score.
This time, Ciara Butler's kick out finds its target. It's Niamh Miley. Now, she's wearing 10, but she's actually started in the defence. Rachel Moran. Now, Iris Kennelly again, the player who gets on so much ball, trying to find a little bit of space to work with, but it was closed off very quickly, and now there's space at the other end for UL to work with. Shannon McGuinness, support outside from Orla Connolly, who has started this game like she means business. Back to Shannon McGuinness, and McGuinness is good for UL. 3 points to no score. They are moving through the gears effortlessly.
Yeah, great ball in there by Ava Collins. Great ball in to McGuinness, and a fine score taken from her behalf as well.
So Shannon McGuinness from the St. Barry's Club in Roscommon, just over the road from us here in East Mayo, has extended the UL advantage. They're 3 to the good now. I do see the scoreboard here in the dome reading 2 points to nil. It is a 3-point game as TUS Midwest break out of their own half. Joanne Foley goes long, looking for Aoife Corbett, who manages to slip inside the defender. Here's Chloe Towie, and there's a terrific goal to bring TUS Midwest right back into the game.
Yeah, that just shows there now how the game can change so quick. Brilliant finish by Chloe. Fair play to her.
So it's 1 goal to 3 points. That goal from Chloe Towie levels the match in the 7th minute after UL had made all the early running. But right back at square one again. Level pegging here. Laura Scanlon trying to squeeze through Maeve Stankard and Kelly McGrath, but they close the door. And after a nervous first few minutes, you can see TUS Midwest now have settled. A lot of experience in their ranks. As I mentioned, good enough to win the Lagan Cup last year, so they know what it takes to produce a big performance on the big day. Poor ball through here though, and easy for the UL defence. Taken clear by Megan Pattinson. Heading for the corner is Anya Shaughnessy. UL just trying to stretch the TUS Midwest defence.
You can see that.
Just trying to tempt them out a little to open up the space behind.
You can see them holding that middle position.
This is Elena Daverin. As you said, Emma, they're trying to shut down that central channel, but there's room for Shannon McGuinness. That's a brilliant point,
yeah,
2 for her.
Well taken by Shannon McGuinness there. She made her way through, even though TUS Midwest defence is on point.
Well, it feels and looks and is very much like a local derby right now. 4 points to a goal, just a single score between them, and this game has, if it keeps up this pace, if it lives up to the hype, shall we say, Emma, we're in for a real treat.
Yeah, we definitely are. It's tit for tat now still. You can see they're all over the ball, but we'll just have to wait and see how the game goes.
Here's the goal scorer, Chloe Towie. Well, she was there for a moment, but her pocket picked by Keone Tipalotu, and that sets Anya Shaughnessy away again. Very elusive corner forward. Again, heads to the left wing, brings her marker with her as UL try to find a corridor of space down the middle. Nothing doing this time though. That attack broken up by the TUS Midwest centre forward Chloe Towie. Now Aisling Morrissey from Courtaclaire. Off her shoulder, breaking at pace is Ella Whelan. Looking to force that final pass though. It was just delivered off target. The intended target was the big corner forward, Aoife Corbett, but She's wearing a lot of heavy strapping on her right knee and just couldn't get across to win that ball, as it's carried clear on the far side by Sarah Willis, who drives a long ball in over the top, looking for Shannon McGuinness, but too much pace on the pass from the UL joint captain. And TUS Midwest will try and break from the back. Careless hand pass, though. Showed too much of it to Coyote Tipilotu. And in the end, free given to UL. Tug on a jersey. Tipilotu takes it, but too quickly. Referee wasn't happy to restart the game again. But you can see already, Emma, can't you? Both teams trying to force the pace. Free's been taken quickly, restarts. Everybody pumped up and worked up and wants to try and establish a lead. Get out
yeah,
the
you've
front.
seen it in the two halves there when there was a ball kicked down below on the UL side that it was misplaced and that quick ball was going in. The same on that side there. Either teams have them sides covered.
It's a real tactical battle. Liam O'Connell, the TUS Midwest manager, pitting his wits against Ciara Grady, the UL manager. Both teams well set up, in particular this TUS Midwest defence. You can see the ring of steel they've built around the D, and they're forcing UL wider and wider, and this attack broken up by Joanne Foley. That was really good defensive work. Now Tara Dunn. Coming off her shoulder again is Aisling Morrissey, powerful runner from centre half back. She's got Zoe Catus after her, delivers a perfect pass. It's a goal chance, flashed over the bar by Shannon O'Donovan. Well, it was a gilt-edged opportunity for a second TUS Midwest goal. They'll have to take the point.
Yeah, Shannon could have took the goal there if she really wanted it, but it's another score on the board, so we'll just see where it goes from here.
Well, that's the second time they've opened up that UL defence to get in one-on-one with Chloe Fitzpatrick. So it would seem that TUS Midwest, who have hit 10 goals in 3 games, well, they're set up to score more as UL come hunting one of their own, but too much pace on the pass. Cut out by the goalkeeper, Ciara Butler, and cleared away as far as Sally King. First chance for her really to get her hands on the ball and try and make something happen. To Ella Whelan, inside towards Iris Kennelly, the player that makes them tick. Lovely first touch to beat the defender. She has options. One of them is Aoife Corbett. Superb from Aoife Corbett. She went low and hard and under the goalkeeper, Chloe Fitzpatrick, and there was no saving that. Well, it's been coming. We're only 12 minutes in, but every time they attack, they look like they could score a goal.
Yeah, you could see Iris Kennelly there. She had only one vision in mind, and that was the goals. She made a great ball in to Aoife Corbett, and a great finish by her.
So Aoife Corbett from Donaghy in Limerick with the second TUS Midwest goal. And they're out in front. The Technological University of the Shannon lead 2-1 to 4 points against their near neighbours and fierce rivals. Here's Aoife Corbett, the goal scorer, looking to top up the lead, and the umpire likes it. Double scores, and how things have changed, Emma.
Yeah, that was great score by Aoife again. She just put the head up, settled herself, and took the score really well.
Well, it's been a rip-roaring start to the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final here at the University of Galway Connacht GA Airdome. Certainly giving the big crowd plenty to shout about, particularly those wearing the TUS Midwest colours. Now a chance for UL to hit them where it hurts. Great driving, powerful run. That was Laura Scanlon, who wouldn't take no for an answer. She must have ran 50, 60 metres, eventually fouled, and a free in. And that's one way to get back into the game.
Yeah, you could see there that she got her free. She took on her player and knew in a way that she'd probably get fouled. Took the chance, and even if she hadn't got fouled, she would have been in on goal, but she got her free anyway.
Well, Laura Scanlon from Clare Galway has got pace to burn. Nobody able to live with her. Eventually, TUS Midwest happy enough, I think, to concede the free and take their chances as up steps Anya Shaughnessy, and that's her second point, and they needed that. They have been rocked by the goals from Chloe Towie and Aoife Corbett, and it just gives them a foothold again. Still very early days. We haven't yet hit the end of the first quarter, but as we flagged at the outset, Emma, they're set up to attack to score goals, both of these teams, and there's nobody holding back.
Yeah, you see how the change in quick play on either side allows them to break through to get in their scores and to change its teams. But yeah, we're on the move now.
TUS Midwest have lost the ball on the way out. Anya Shaughnessy takes the pass in her stride and tries to scoop it up and over the defender. Not going to come in though, drops away to the left and wide. She's part of a very lively UL forward line, close to goal there with Zoe Catus and Shannon McGuinness. Zoe Catus being marked incidentally by Joanne Foley, and Shannon McGuinness being picked up by Maeve Stankard. Kick out goes short from Ciara Butler from Castle Gregory in County Kerry. Beautiful part of the world. Finds the receiver, and the ball is now with Maeve Stankard. Turns into the tackle, and a heavy tackle it was from Kayoni Tipolotu. Trots back into position from Kilgarry in County Cavan, and I know a woman you know well, Emma.
Yeah, Coyote's a great nippy player. She's flyer.
I see Kilgarry in the programme. Emma, settle a bet for us. Kilgarry or Kilgarry?
Kilgarry.
Somebody dropped the Y.
Yeah,
And then I went to drop the ball.
Yeah, no, hopefully not. No, she's on the ball now and she's fierce, confident on the ball, great player.
What's that they say? There's nothing as dangerous as a missing apostrophe or a Y in Kilgarry. As over on the far side, it's Laura Scanlon. Shows and goes and still keeps going. Laura Scanlon looking to put it on a plate for a teammate. It's Shannon McGuinness. That is 3 points now for the full forward from Roscommon. She has hit the ground running, and she is very much playing her A game.
Yeah.
2-2 to 6 points now.
She had serious power behind that kick. Could have dropped under, but she got a score on the board, so I say she's delighted with that.
That's now 5 points that have come from the UL full forward line, by the way, as Ciara Butler this time goes long, trying to mix up the kickouts and keep the UL half-back line guessing. Chloe Towie, lovely ball to pick out the runner. Shannon O'Donovan plays with the Banner ladies in County Clare. Here's Aoife Corbett. Oh, that is beautifully done. Showed lovely, nimble footwork and a delicate finish to chip over her second point. 1-2 now for the corner forward, who is doing a lot of damage. But she's going to take marking, and I'm not quite sure if UL have figured out how to do that yet, Emma.
No, definitely not. No, she took that score fierce well, or Aoife Corbett did, but if she keeps it up, they'll struggle there in the back line.
Well, she's wearing 15, Aoife Corbett, but she is parked on the edge of the square like a pylon at full forward. And TUS Midwest have got a lethal weapon in there close to goal, as at the other end, Elena Davern tries to make some headway. Held up and fouled by Kelly McGrath. And Elena Davern from Moycullen gets what she came for, wins her free, and hands it over to Orla Connolly, who has taken over the free-taking duties here from Anya Shaughnessy. Obviously fancies the angle, fancies her chances. Has already scored once in the game. Takes her time and steadies and shoots well wide. Well, I think Anya Shaughnessy may be asking, why did you not leave it to me?
Yeah, she probably is a bit frustrated that she didn't get a chance in it, but sure, look, it's early days yet. It's one wide now for now, and
I like it, Emma. You're a glass half full lady. 18 minutes in. You'll go a long way. 2-3 to 6 points. The goal still making the difference. Ciara Butler fly kicks it out as far as the full forward, Sally King. Well, when I say full forward, wearing 14, but operating in a much, much deeper role. Now Shannon O'Donovan, very good ball carrier, heading straight for the crossbar and taking the shortest possible route, but that was because she was over-carrying. Just put the ball under her arm there for a moment and kept running. Spotted by Shane Curley. Anya Shaughnessy, tracked by Tara Dunn. Lovely ball. And takes the return pass. Shannon McGuinness and Anya Shaughnessy there combining well. That was a lovely shovel pass by Sarah Willis to her midfield partner, Elena Davern. Big hit on Elena Davern. and a free against the UL midfielder. And time and again, they're the decisions that you can hear the groan around the ground, because we know the new rule, we know the theory behind it, but when a player is in possession and has the momentum, it does frustrate supporters sometimes.
Of course it does, yeah, because she could have been in there for a score any day now, and she just got disappointed there when she went into the players, so she just was unfortunate in that accord.
Well, in any event, UL have got the ball back. TUS Midwest unable to do anything with it, as Amanda O'Sullivan gets forward for the first time in the game. We're into the second quarter. Amanda O'Sullivan colliding with her own player, and that was a heavy collision. And two players are down. It's Niamh Miley and Amanda O'Sullivan. And I think we could have a stoppage here for a few moments, just to allow everybody to be treated. Referee Shane Curley has blown the whistle just to bring a halt to the action. And it is Niamh Miley from TUS Midwest and Amanda O'Sullivan from UL who'll just need some attention. You had three players going for the one ball. They only had eyes for the ball, and sometimes, Emma, as we know, these things can then happen.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. Obviously, you're focusing on one thing, and that is the ball. You want to get on top and you want to get on your scores, but they just got unfortunate and ran into each other there. Complete accident.
Well, hopefully it's nothing too serious. Both team physios are out and just dealing with the situation. That'll give us a chance, Emma, to reflect on the first 21 minutes. TUS Midwest 2-3, UL 6 points. Is that a fair reflection, do you think, of the game you've seen?
I think so. I can see now they're after regrouping in there. Now TUS Midwest, they're obviously trying to sort something out. They obviously think that there's something wrong. UL are in a lot of possession, running up that field. They have a lot of possession this side of the field. Obviously TUS have been more accurate when they've been running the opposite side.
TUS Midwest as well, and we touched on it once or twice already. They're very well set up defensively, and when they go forward, there's a real method to their play, isn't there?
There definitely is. They're up on you, they are in your face, the right way to play a defensive game anyway.
Well, the good news is both Niamh Miley and Amanda O'Sullivan are up again and good to go. Game restarts. Ball is with UL. It's Keone Tipalotu plays a 1-2 with Anya Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy feigns to go one way, checks the other. Just couldn't get enough power though behind the shot, and cleared away by Ciara Butler, who doesn't hang around and finds Mary Kate Clancy over on the far side of the field. Again though, the ball lost in the tackle. Shaughnessy, lovely ball to Shannon McGuinness, who runs onto it powerfully. Just one player in the middle, and she just couldn't find Laura Scanlon. Was a bit like trying to find a needle in a haystack there. She was outnumbered maybe 5-1 by TUS Midwest players, and the hand pass would have had to have been absolutely perfect to find the centre forward. That pass out of defence from TUS, far from perfect, and it allows Zoe Catus to drive forward again. UL trying to keep the pressure on. There's a foul there on the UL midfielder Elena Davaran, and spotted by Shane Curley, so he's going to give the free. Doesn't bother waiting for any advantage this time, just towards the free in. And interestingly, Anya Shaughnessy is going to leave it. It's not going to be Orla Connolly, and instead it's going to be Shannon McGuinness. So Shannon becomes the third UL free taker, and you hope for their sake this goes over, or else they'll have a serious case of the yips. But no, Shannon McGuinness nails the free. 4 points. She's in form, and I suppose in hindsight she was the natural next woman up, wasn't she?
Yeah, I say Anya, she has her left foot there. She wasn't fit. The angle was a bit too tight for her, so Shannon took that well and got a great point out of it.
That point for UL makes it 7 points for UL, 2-3 to TUS Midwest. So TUS Midwest leading by 2 points here. We're in the 24th minute, and that's again excellent defending from Keone Tipalotu from Killygarry in County Cavan. Worked her way out of defence there by combining with Ava Collins, but maybe a little too clever with the last hand pass. Almost knocked away from a UL hand. Instead it's recovered. Zoe Catus. Nice, neat, close control. Solo just ran away in the end, and it's the gatekeeper, Aisling Morrissey there to break it up for TUS Midwest, who lead by 2-3 to 7 points.
You can see the UL girls just sitting in front of Aoife Corbett, protecting the goals because they don't want to give her a chance on the ball again.
Yeah, UL have dropped Sarah Willis from Dublin back in front of Aoife Corbett, as Emma said, just to try and make it a little harder to pick her out. Now, what will TUS Midwest do? That avenue is cut off at the moment. They'll play the ball around patiently, and well they might. They lead here by 2 points. Morrissey gave the first pass and takes this return and just steps into the clear. This would be a terrific score, and it is. Well, Aisling Morrissey begins and ends a swashbuckling move from TUS Midwest. They just carved the UL cover open, and it's now 2-4 to 7 points.
She came running from that far 45, got in possession, and a great score came out of it.
Well, once she built up a head of steam there, the TUS Midwest number 6, she was very, very hard to stop. We're in the 26th minute of the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final here at the University of Galway, Connacht GAA Airdome, and TUS Midwest lead UL. Orla Connolly pops it off to Elena Davarin, not going to come in. Well, they've created plenty of chances, but just haven't been taking enough of them.
No, they're probably not giving themselves a chance to really settle in, get their angles right. They're kind of just shooting for the sake of shooting, but hopefully they'll regroup and get back a few scores before half-time.
Kick out from Ciara Butler. She has plenty of options, that's for sure, when she has the ball in her hands. This time picks out Chloe Towie and forward to Iris Kennelly, who's had a quiet last 5 or 6 minutes, but now bursts back into the game. Iris Kennelly settles, shoots, back off the post. Danger not cleared. Aoife Corbett's in after it. Scrambling in there too is Chloe Towie. Shane Curley lets the play develop, and in the end says the ball was played on the ground by the TUS Midwest number 11. Free out. Well, if you told TUS they were going to leave with nothing about 15 seconds ago, they'd have been disappointed, Emma.
Yeah, you just seen there the same has happened up above. Both were going for the ball and misplaced it, both on the same team. Unfortunately, they got nothing out of that and lost possession, but hopefully they'll pick that up from there.
Tara Dunn from Edenderry got a nudge in the back there from Orla Connolly. It was done right in front of the referee as well, Shane Curley, so there was no getting away with it, as it were. Tara Dunn up and good to go, takes the free. Back as far as Kelly McGrath. Breaks the first tackle and then puts the boot to the floor. Beats a second one. Lovely ball to Iris Kennelly, who shoots high and wide.
Unfortunately, they didn't get a score out of that great move. If they keep up at that, there'll be no stopping them. That run is definitely killing the UL defence.
Well, it would have been one of the scores of the game, and that's one thing, Emma, that struck me as this half has gone on, is the power that TUS Midwest have coming out of defence from the likes of Kelly McGrath, Aisling Morrissey and Tara Dunn. They're big players, they're physically strong, and they can cover ground. Yeah,
they have their forwards as well. They have Chloe Towie there. She's sitting in middle and she's moving all over the shop, so she's definitely getting on a lot of ball as well, which is helping them.
This time, though, it's UL who break over on the far side, and it's that woman, Laura Scanlon. Look at her go, eating up the ground. Cuts inside. Now, is there an end product? Does manage to find a teammate. It's Amanda O'Sullivan, and the Cork woman is pushed over. But if UL are going to get back into this game, you get the sense Laura Scanlon is going to have a lot to do with it.
Definitely, she's using her pace as an advantage to get by TUS Midwest defence, so she's working really, really well in there.
Certainly from a commentary point of view, LIT was a lot handier, but TUS Midwest it is now, as Anya Shaughnessy converts the free. 3 for her, and that now just gets that scoreboard clicking in the right direction from a UL perspective. It's 2-4 to 8 points as we edge closer and closer to the half-time break. 3 for Shaughnessy, who's back on the frees, particularly on that right wing, as the kick out comes from Ciara Butler. Won by Orla Connolly. solid as a rock under the breaking ball. Forward to Zoe Catus. Options left and right. She's gone for Shannon McGuinness. McGuinness cuts through, but under pressure just got her angles all wrong, and the shot flies well wide of the goal. Well, again, I suppose credit where it's due, Emma. When the danger did present itself, the TUS Midwest defence knew exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they just know that they need to crowd them out, get that defence up, push up and keep the scores down before half-time comes.
Ciara Butler's had a busy first half, and her kick-out's getting better and better. That one found Aisling Morrissey, who in turn picks out Chloe Towie. Nobody at home initially at the heart of the UL defence. This is Iris Kennelly. That was high. Referees playing an advantage, and now it'll come back for the free-in. Well, when they break quickly, when they get that fast break on, they're a joy to watch.
Yeah, definitely. You seen that came straight from the kick out, and they got that move the whole way down the field to get a free kick just outside the goals. So hopefully now this will get them a score on the board.
Well, it deserves a score. That lightning quick fast break, it really had UL at 6s and 7s. Iris Kennelly with the aid of the post and back onto the goal line, and it's blocked. And it's scrambled away a second time by the goalkeeper. Danger still not cleared, and the final shot is driven high by Chloe Towie up and over the bar. Well, that quite literally could have gone anywhere.
Yeah, they had their heart in the line there for a second as well as the ball, but no, great save by the keeper, great defending by UL, but fair play to TUS, they got a score out of it.
So it's now 2-5 to 8 points, and I have to say, when Clodagh O'Brien, the UL cornerback, gathered that ball initially on the goal line, Emma, she was like a woman going for a cup of coffee. Not a bother on her. All of a sudden it's blocked and there's pure pandemonium.
Yes, yeah, they were all over the shop in there. I don't think they even know where the ball was, but TUS did well to gather it back up and work well to get a score.
Well, it's been a really, really enjoyable first half. It's not quite over yet. We have a stoppage here. As you can see, we're already nearly 90 seconds into added time. But this Yoplait Donaghy Cup final has certainly lived up to expectations. It's a local derby. It is one of the biggest games, if not the biggest, that a lot of these players will play in. And there's so much at stake, not least the title of Donaghy Cup champions 2023. Play restarts. Zoe Catus does really well to engineer herself into position to win that break. Driving forward is Ciara Carr, the joint captain of UL, along with Sarah Willis. Will they be lifting the Donaghy Cup together a little later this evening? Or will it be Aisling Morrissey, the TUS Midwest centre-back? Orla Connolly now, trying to work an angle. Into the D goes Amanda O'Sullivan, looking to wriggle away from the defender. Squeezes the pass through to Zoe Catus, but again, she's under pressure as she pulled the trigger. Time and space is really at a premium up there for the UL forwards.
It definitely is, but you could just see the Sea of Black working their way back once UL break to try and get that pace. But that was an excellent first half.
It certainly was, and there goes the half-time whistle. Just briefly, Emma, before we wrap up, just wanted to ask you about the two goals, because when you look at the scoreline, they're the scores that make the difference at this stage in the game. Chloe Towie got the first and Aoife Corbett the second, and they've made such a big difference, and they were so well taken, weren't they?
Yeah, they're very significant moves that obviously paid a lot to the end of the game. For just before half time, it obviously lets them be on top of things and have that confidence going into the second half.
They'll certainly head to the huddle that little bit more satisfied and happier with themselves, but UL still very much in this at half time at the University of Galway Connacht GA Airdome in the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final. It is advantage TUS Midwest. They lead UL 2-5 to 8 points. We'll be back very shortly with the second half.
So you've only ever competed against each other?
Yeah.
But so far you're getting on very well. So I'll write my name, Durable, and then I'm going to stand next to the wall And how do you manage, say, your nutrition at college? Because you're so busy. I feel like you're the busiest women in the country. You're juggling about a million things.
Is someone going to teach me something?
We'll try.
Do I have any hope? Do I have any hope,
Practice, yeah.
Okay, I think we have a bit of work to do. We'll be back another day.
Before we get started, I know you know this. Got to do a little bit of a warm up. So I'm going to do 3 of my favorite exercises. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, let's start squatting. Okay, so as low as you're comfortable to go, we'll aim for 10. So we'll just do a few reverse lunges. So the exercise is roll down, walk out. If you want to do a little press up, but you don't have to. Okay, what's your best attribute as a player?
I think my work rate.
Ashling?
Communication, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Like always wanting to win.
Okay, we're going to do a little stretch while we get the last one. Do a quad stretch.
Probably say my vision on the pitch.
Go on, that's very interesting. Vision on the pitch. Are we a little bit warmer?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, good job. Want to get ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second half is on. Referee Shane Curley from Glinsk in northeast Galway gets the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final restarted. TUS Midwest, they'll play from right to left in the second half. They lead 2-5 to 8 points, which you just get the feeling there's a lot of football left to be played in this game against UL, as Orla Connolly runs into a heavy challenge from the TUS Midwest captain, that's Aisling Morrissey. They're having quite the tussle. Orla Connolly now heading in towards goal, as out to look at this free comes Shannon McGuinness from the St. Barry's club in Roscommon. 4 points to her credit so far. Now, has she got the distance and the accuracy? Well, distance wasn't an issue really, but the accuracy is off. It's another missed chance, and Emma, that wide count, the missed opportunity count for UL is really starting to mount, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. They're probably only after really coming in now into the game, and she just probably needs to settle down herself and regroup. So hopefully now they push on.
Kick out from Ciara Butler, right out the middle, right down on top of Kaioni Tipolotu, who again, her first instinct is to drive forward, always looks to do something positive with the ball, as does the number 13, Zoe Katus, faced out by Tara Dunn. And back there covering as well was Chloe Towie, the first half goal scorer for TUS Midwest. Plays a 1-2, and TUS Midwest are out of their own half. Good, strong, purposeful run here by Sally King from the Burren Gales Club in Clare. Racing ahead of her was Iris Kennelly, but Sally King took on the shot. It was the wrong option in hindsight. Dropped short, gathered by Chloe Fitzpatrick. And UL will work the ball out of defence through Ciara Carr, their centre half back from St. Kieran's LGFA in Roscommon. Here's Amanda O'Sullivan, all the way from Fermoy in County Cork, to Sarah Willis. Now Elena Davern. Nice move
Brilliant
from UL.
ball.
This is Laura Scanlon. Normally a creator, this time a finisher, and UL moved to within 2 points of the leaders.
Yeah, great running by Laura Scanlon. As you said before, that she would be a danger to the TUS defence.
Well, I know a lot of people online this evening watching this Yoplait Donaghy Cup final. Among them, Ellen Lackey-Daly, who's watching us in Boston, Massachusetts, and shouting for UL, who are right back in this game again. Hope you're enjoying this game, Ellen, as much as we are, because it has certainly given us plenty of food for thought. And right now, it's anybody's game. 2-5 plays 9 points with just a little under a half an hour still to play. And I know we chatted a little bit about it during half-time, Emma. When you look at the benches, it could well come down to a numbers game. What sort of options do TUS Midwest have? What sort of replacements do UL have? Because, as we mentioned earlier on in the day here, the facilities here, the surface, the conditions, they do take their toll aerobically, mentally, physically as the game wears on, don't they?
Yeah, as we said at half-time there, the legs on both teams didn't stop the whole of the first half, and it seems to be continuing now into the second half. They're doing fierce well, and they probably at some stages will need to make some substitutions to freshen up the team, but so far they're doing well.
Yeah, the AstroTurf surface here in the Dome certainly takes no prisoners. And it will come down to who can stick the pace for the full 60-plus minutes. Will it be TUS Midwest, who are buoyed by those 2 goals, or can UL build some momentum? Nice ball from Ava Collins, inside to Shannon McGuinness, looking to make an angle for herself. Quick hands from Shaughnessy. Orla Connolly's effort blocked down. 3 TUS Midwest defenders there were sitting on her right boot, and their defensive work in those pods, Emma, is it's really, really impressive.
Definitely, you can just see that they knew exactly where she was going to go, and that was for the goals, so they got her stopped just in time.
Well, whoever has been working on them or with them on their tackling and their shadowing and their defensive strategy in general They'll be feeling pretty pleased with themselves at the moment, but it's not over yet. Laura Scanlon, she's got a lovely step as well. That time just moved away from the two defenders. Now Amanda O'Sullivan, one of her teammates there, gave her a screen back to Orla Connolly. This is going to be dangerous, and it drops short, and it's missed by Ciara Butler, and it could so easily have bounced into the back of the net. It bounces wide, and I think that's Ciara Butler with a massive sigh of relief, we can hear, Emma.
Yeah, definitely. Shannon McGuinness was straight in on top of her. She thought she'd have her opportunity there. She just got unfortunate, but they'll regroup again now from this kick out and probably charge forward, hopefully.
Ciara Butler, I think she has got her breath back, regained her composure, and that is a really good kick out again. Picks out Ella Whelan right from the training ground, that one. Now Shannon O'Donovan, she already scored a point. She's got goal on her mind here. It's Corbett. Oh, flashes just wide. Well, Aoife Corbett would have ripped the net off if that had hit the back of it. She put everything she had behind it. It was a screamer, and it flies just wide of Chloe Fitzpatrick's goal.
Yeah, Shannon O'Donovan knew exactly who to give it to there, made the right move, but unfortunately she just missed.
Well, Aoife Corbett winding up for a shot at goal is an awesome sight. And once she gets inside one-on-one, she just knows and thinks one thing, and that is goal. Tara Dunn now looking to get the pressure on for TUS Midwest, looking for Corbett, overcooked the pass, cut out by Megan Pattinson, and away as far as Anya Shaughnessy. We're in the 7th minute of the second half in the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final. Foul. There was a check on the arm there, I think, as the ball is played across the field towards Ava Collins, who tangles with Shannon O'Donovan. Ava Collins just fell awkwardly there, going for that ball. And there is the hardest working man in the dome today, Kevin Corcoran. I think this is his 3rd game he's working on this afternoon. Surely he's into overtime territory, Emma, at this stage.
Definitely, yeah.
Well-known match official on the ladies football circuit, a member of a very well-known refereeing family as well, here in Island 80 in West Mayo. Elena Davrin carries it across and gives it to Zoe Catus. Drops the shoulder, beats one defender and a second. Laura Scanlon off balance, high and over the bar. Well, that score has been coming for Laura Scanlon. She becomes the 4th different UL forward to hit the target, but it all came from the burst from Zoe Catus. It all opened up, and Scanlon gets the score, Emma, that she deserves.
Yeah, she'll be delighted with that now. She's been attacking the goals the last few attacks there, so she finally got her score out of it.
2-6, or rather 2-5 to 10 points is the state of play right now. So 2-5 for TUS Midwest, 10 points for UL here at the University of Galway. Connacht GA Airdome, TUS Midwest on the break. Chloe Towie. There's another player inside, that's Shannon O'Donovan. Instead, she waits for Iris Kennelly, who steps away from the defender, and Iris Kennelly backs herself, and the bet pays off. Her first point. The woman from the Old Mill Club in Limerick restores the cushion for TUS Midwest, who are bringing in Nora O'Dwyer. She'll replace Tara Dunn, who has emptied the tank in the first 40 minutes here. TUS Midwest 2 points ahead as this game really starts to come to the boil, Emma.
Yeah, fair play to Tara there. She did great moves, never stopped running, as for all of the TUS Midwest, but they have fresh legs now on the field. Let's see what Nora O'Dwyer can do.
Nora O'Dwyer, member of the Burren Gales Club in County Clare, replaces Tara Dunn from Edenderry in County Offaly, as all eyes turn to the UL goalkeeper Chloe Fitzpatrick. Nothing on short, so goes long. Intercepted though by Kelly McGrath. And UL just caught out of position a little here as Maeve Stanker drives forward. Player trying to get back and put in the challenge is Sarah Willis. Shane Curley had spotted a little tug on the jersey of Maeve Stanker. Maeve from Crusheen in County Clare. So TUS Midwest have a free, but not before a change is made. And Ella Lawless, who was named to start for UL, is on And it's Zoe Catus who's coming out, who couldn't have done much more to get UL back into this game, Emma.
No, definitely not. She moved the ball well and she kept moving herself around to get in possession, so fair play to Zoe.
So the free taken, and the shot at goal dropped short and taken under the crossbar by Chloe Fitzpatrick, the UL goalkeeper who's been beaten twice so far in this game, but has recovered well.
It's great play.
That's really well worked out of defence, all right. Clodagh O'Brien, Elena Davern, and the danger cleared and the siege lifted. Ciara Carr across the halfway line. Player breaking to her right here is Ava Collins from Moyle Rovers in Tipperary. Has to check and go backwards to Ciara Carr again, the Roscommon woman. Now Sarah Willis. Sarah Willis goes by the first tackle, but telegraphed her intentions, intercepted by Aisling Morrissey, and now the break is on. UL are down numbers in defence as flying up the field goes Ella Whelan. Elects to carry rather than kick. Now delivers the pass to Chloe Towie, but the attack has gone wide as they try to straighten up, as it were. Towie looking for Corbett, delayed the pass, and Riona Coyne from the Grania Whale Club in County Galway breaks it up, and the danger cleared yet again by UL. Sarah Willis picks out the runner. That's Ella Lawless, the fresh legs of the substitute, to Amanda O'Connor. She's got Laura Scanlon just standing to her right and decides to use her. Scanlon, the centre forward, spins away from the tackle, flies through the defence again. Still Scanlon, still going. McGuinness back to Shaughnessy. Lovely build-up and a lovely score. Converted by Anya Shaughnessy, but that was made by Laura Scanlon.
Yeah, TUS Midwest, their defence there didn't really get a hand in on Laura Scanlon. She was stepping by them like no tomorrow, so fair play to her. She set up that score.
So it's a 1-point game. TUS Midwest lead 2-6 to 11 points, but they've been outscored, Emma, 3 points to 1 in the third quarter so far. UL are right back in this, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. It's up for grabs now for anyone whoever wants it the most, and we'll know now in a few minutes once we see who pushes on.
Trying to push on here is Chloe Towie. Again, the UL defence absent without leave. It's popped inside to Iris Kennelly, and that is the fastest of fast breaks.
Yeah, that's the response they want.
Well, they came back down the field there so quickly, and once they beat the initial press, it just all opened up.
Yeah, definitely. Like, they moved that ball fierce quick, and they knew that they didn't want UL to get in possession. As we've seen, they've been able to break pace and get their scores on the board.
So now the ball back in UL's court again. We await their response as Ciara Carr gives it forward to Anya Shaughnessy, making a run inside. It's Laura Scanlon. The pass has to be perfect, and it is. It's Scanlon, and it's hooked just wide. Well, she'd done the hard part, you thought, by driving forward into position to win the pass, which was inch perfect, but just off balance and under pressure couldn't finish. Yeah,
fair play to Anya. If she keeps spotting Laura like she did there, they'll surely get a few more scores on the board. She's just gone unfortunate there.
TUS Midwest trying to form a pod in the centre of the field. Now they break. Instead, the goalkeeper goes long anyway to Chloe Towie, who made a clever run to make herself an option. Now Ella Whelan, another of the Limerick contingent, hooks it forward looking for Aoife Corbett, who's got the run on her marker. That's Riona Coyne. Back as far as Sally King, and Sally King's shot flies high and over the bar. First score for the full forward from County Clare.
Yeah, with the power behind that kick, could have been a goal there, but the cornerback got a hand to it, which saved the hassle of it having to be a fence to that.
2-8 to 11 points. TUS Midwest 3 to the good as we head towards the end of the third quarter. Ella Lawless, who has slotted in to the half-forward line seamlessly, goes by the first tackle. UL have committed bodies forward here. One of them is Anya Shaughnessy, being chased by Kelly McGrath, who's forcing her wider and wider. And that is some piece of defending by Kelly McGrath, who swallowed up her opposite number and just won the free at her leisure. UL have won the ball back, though, just as quickly. and just as quickly again they've lost it. That was Iris Kennelly who burst a gut to get back and win the ball. Well, possession being coughed up so cheaply by both teams, and in the end that rather frantic passage of play ends with a free to TUS Midwest.
Yeah, just resulted there in the example of the two teams losing possession within the minute, so hopefully they just...
Well, it was back and over. One team had it, then the other. Now TUS Midwest try to keep it just a little longer. Iris Kennelly played the pass with Ella Whelan, and Kennelly's been fouled. Well, it's been a feature of the game all the way through. When Iris Kennelly gets the ball in her hands or gets involved in a passage of play, almost inevitably something happens.
Yeah, she's after getting on a lot of ball there in a few minutes. Something always comes off it when she gets in possession.
Very proactive, very positive influence on the TUS Midwest team, and that free clips the crossbar, drops over for dramatic effect. 3 points now for Kennelly, 3 and counting, and TUS Midwest have gone 4 points clear again. They've checked that early momentum of UL, haven't they?
Yeah, that will definitely keep their spirits up now to power on through.
That's now 4 points for TUS Midwest in this second half, 3 for UL, and that's 3 on the spin for the leaders. Loose pass, hung in the air, and Aisling Morrissey just gobbles it up.
They need to be aware of them passes.
Nora O'Dwyer, chased by Shaughnessy to Aoife Corbett. Iris Kennelly, lovely change of direction, but the final shot just slices off the outside of her boot and flies high and wide. Again, though, they're looking to get the ball in her hands.
Yeah, they surely are. They know that a move will definitely come out of it if she's in possession.
So 13 and a half minutes to go in the Yoplait Donaghy Cup final here at the University of Galway Connacht GAA Airdome. We're watching the third of today's 3 finals, and we're watching this Limerick derby between TUS Midwest and UL. It's keeping the crowd on the edge of their seats. It's keeping Laura Scanlon busy, and there is Laura Scanlon, who at times single-handedly in this second half has been carrying the fight to TUS Midwest. It's her second point for the dynamic number 11.
Yeah, they're really not giving up, and especially Laura Scanlon. She's taking on her players, she's carrying that ball in, and she's getting the score nearly almost every time.
Ciara Butler just taking her time over the kick out, I think trying to calm things down a little for the leaders, just settle things again, and once more has picked out a good kick out to find the intended receiver, Chloe Towie, who has done really well to make herself available time and time again. Inside towards Aoife Corbett, who's beaten to it this time by Riona Coyne. What a battle they're having in this second half. Ball carried clear here by the fullback, Megan Pattinson. Now Ella Lawless was trying to play the pass, but everybody was tightly covered. Now Amanda O'Connor takes over. UL trying to hold possession and make ground all at the one time. Tipolotu popped inside. There's a goal chance. It's Amanda O'Connor. It's Laura Scanlon. And the shot flies up and over the bar. Well, this time it was the TUS Midwest defence that were scrambling, and UL who were in control of the situation, and Scanlon's final shot whistles over the crossbar.
Yeah, you can see how dangerous she is in there, how they want to get Laura Scanlon on the ball to possibly get a goal. That could have been a goal opportunity there, but she still got a point out of it, so they're not complaining.
Well, it's back to a 2-point game, 2-9 to 13 points, as both teams, I think, are going to make some changes. Number 28, Aideen Heffernan from Salt Hill, is in for UL, and number 4, Leanne Daly, is on for TUS Midwest. There's another change coming as well. Saoirse Kelly from Westport is in for UL, and they're taking out number 14, Shannon McGuinness, who had such a brilliant first half.
Yeah, she's flying in there. She is only after coming off there now. She got a few scores on the board, so she'll definitely be happy out with that if they keep powering on through.
TUS Midwest.
So Leanne Daly makes her way in.
Replaces number 18, Shannon.
Plays her club football with Davits, just over the road, the Ballandine Irish Town Club here in Mayo. And it's Shannon O'Donovan who's been withdrawn. So Leanne Daly into the TUS Midwest defence to try and help them to close this out and kick on to victory, while of course UL drafting in replacements to try and close the gap. 2-9 to 13 points is now the state of play with 10 minutes to go, and it's the biggest 10 minutes that a lot of these players are ever going to play, isn't it?
It's probably going to be the longest 10 minutes they're going to play, yeah. Very intense and a few minutes left to go. But it's a great game so far. Both teams are still in it. We just have to wait and see what happens.
So TUS Midwest 2 points ahead, but you have to say it isn't a comfortable lead. It's, as they say in Gaelic games, it's a dangerous lead.
It's a one-score game, as they say as well.
Yeah, one chance is all UL need, in particular Laura Scanlon, who's playing in that full forward now. She is the go-to woman in that UL attack, as TUS Midwest just live a little dangerously in front of their own goal, but works out in the end. Rachel Moran from Summerhill in County Meath out as far as Aisling Morrissey, the inspirational number 6. Now Ella Whelan left that pass behind Chloe Towie, who'd stepped to her right. That was a cheap turnover, or as they say in the stats teams, Emma, an unforced error.
Yeah, that was a high one there. She got off lucky there, but it's a free now for UL. Fair play to Elena. So hopefully they can move this ball down the field now and get something out of it.
So possession back in the UL hands again. It's Riona Coyne who flicks it inside, and UL are on the move through Anya Shaughnessy. Making the run ahead of her is Keone Tipilotu again. This is Elena Davran. Covers the ground so quickly to the shooter. That's Anya Shaughnessy. She's sitting in that pocket of space that suits the left-footed kicker, and Anya Shaughnessy nails her 5th point of the game, and there's one score between them. The TUS Midwest lead is being eroded. It's being wiped out yet again.
Yeah, that came from Elena's dispossession over the far side when she got the free, and quick ball into Anya Shaughnessy, and she's so nippy and she has that left foot. She was flying.
So 2-9 to 14 points. UL are still smack bang in contention in this Yoplait Donaghy Cup final. Rachel Moran powering down the centre. Standing to her left is Ella Whelan. Saw a gap and powered through it to Iris Kennelly. The right woman has it from a TUS Midwest perspective, clips the bar, flies over, and Iris Kennelly just gives TUS Midwest a little bit of breathing space.
Yeah, once she got on the ball, she knew exactly where it was going, gave them a bit of confidence, and they have another score on the board, which hopefully boosts them.
Now possession so crucial, and just there Aideen Heffernan, I think, took her eye off the ball for a moment not long into the game, just slipped through her fingers. Possession back in TUS hands again, and it's Chloe Towie who plays an ambitious looking pass across the field, and it's that woman, Laura Scanlon. Where is she getting her energy? Who's back there to win it back and still going. Driving forward. She will not take no for an answer, that's for sure. Now eventually needs help. It comes from Elena Davran. Laura Scanlon just trying to get her breath back as Davran drives forward. They're looking to work it inside the scoring zone. Up there in support is Clodagh O'Brien. They try to work the chance. The right person in the right place might be Anya Shaughnessy. She just forced the shot in the end, and that deserved more, Emma, than a wide at the end of it, didn't it?
Yeah, they worked so hard there. Laura had that possession. She gained that possession and she should have kept it. Her and Elena were worked well over the far side, but unfortunately Anya just panicked, I think, and lost.
So Niamh McGinley from St. Lomans in Westmeath is about to come into the UL team now any moment. She's just being prepared underneath us. The paperwork is in order, I think, as the ball breaks kindly for Iris Kennelly, and she doesn't need a second invitation. Driving on. Inside, goal chance, finished in style by Sally King. Well, that just might be that. TUS Midwest strike for a third goal in the 25th minute of the second half from Sally King from the Burren Gales Club in Clare. But it all came from the line break from Iris Kennelly, and the finish was emphatic.
Yeah, I thought Iris nearly would have maybe taken the point herself, but no, Sally King was spotted on the outside, and a great finish on her behalf.
So Chelsea Ezeka King from Newport in Tipperary is on for Sally King, who gets a great reception. The TUS Midwest goal scorer as she makes her way off. Certainly from her point of view, job done. She scored 1-1 in the second half, and if TUS Midwest can kick on now and win this thing, well, Sally King will remember it forevermore, having scored their third goal here at the University of Galway Connacht GAA Airdome. But UL will feel there's another kick in them. Forward onto that ball with Aideen Heffernan, but beaten to it by Leanne Daly. Rock solid since she came into the TUS Midwest defence. Now Nora O'Dwyer to Iris Kennelly. There's a real buzz of anticipation as Kennelly goes through, wraps her foot around that ball, and Iris Kennelly has just brought her game to another level in the second half. 5 points, not to mention the assists, and TUS Midwest now are trying to kick on and turn the screw.
Yeah, they're really driving on, and they're encouraging one another, working really, really hard. So hopefully they'll probably see out now the rest of this half.
So the lead is out to 6 points. They were 3 up at half time, so they've doubled their advantage as we head into the home straight. 4 minutes of normal time to play. Is the Yoplait Donaghy Cup about to be heading to the Technological University of the Shannon, or is there to be another chapter in this story? 14 different colleges have won this title over the years. DCU were the champions in 2022. UL and TUS Midwest going hammer and tongs in the 2023 renewal. Ball given away though cheaply by Rachel Moran to her opposite number, Keone Tibalotu. There'll be a free in here to UL. Well, a lot of players out there now are out on their feet, and that's one of the reasons why we're seeing so many subs coming in. Katie Arthur from Newmarket-on-Fergus is in to replace Joanne Foley, who started in the TUS Midwest defence. As a yellow card, I think, has just been shown to Aisling Morrissey, the TUS Midwest captain. So her final is over because she's heading to the sin bin.
Yeah.
And TUS Midwest will have to finish this with 14 players, Emma.
Yeah, well, that could change it now if UL are capable of keeping the ball up that side of the field. But no, fair play to Aisling Morrissey. She just got stuck there when she did a touch of a high tackle. So, right choice.
So Shane Curley sends the TUS Midwest captain to the bin. And it really is goal or bust, you'd feel, at this stage for UL. It's going to be very difficult for them to reel this in with points. They need at least one goal in the next few minutes. That's Niamh McGinley who's driven backwards.
Yeah, you can see the whole TUS side is up on defence for the UL side. Now they're breaking out here, but there's only one forward now in up their side of the pitch. Can they work it out? We'll just wait and see.
Well, they dropped 15 players, as Emma said, back behind the ball, trying to protect this lead, trying to hold what they have, and it turned out to be a very smart decision. Their game management now will be crucial, and to be fair, by and large, it's been one of the strong suits of their game. Even when UL threatened to get back into it, they were able to move up a gear and crucially strike for the third goal. Player in possession is Niamh Miley, away over on the far side. Help from Mary-Kate Clancy. Has the power to break the tackle and has the game smarts to hold possession. They're going to play it around and backwards if they have to. Remember, they have 14 players out there. UL with an extra player as Iris Kennelly head towards the edge of the D. Checks back onto her favoured right foot. Kennelly shoots. Oh, it's come back off the post. Nearly ended up in the back of the net. And Chloe Fitzpatrick has injured herself in the process of trying to keep it out of the net. So the play will be stopped here to allow Chloe to receive attention. But that almost became one of those what happened next moments, Emma, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're just trying to maintain possession, but Iris there, she was right probably to take her score. Maybe to just contain themselves, and hopefully it'll drop short and maybe somebody be in there.
So we're just hearing that the official player of the match from this Yoplait Donaghy Cup final is the TUS Midwest number 11, Chloe Towie, from the St. Joseph's Dora Bearfield Club in County Clare. 1-1 she scored, but she did so much more, Emma, didn't she?
Oh my God, she has not stopped all evening. She's been in defence, she's been up and down the field like no tomorrow, so fair play to Chloe.
So Chloe Towie will be picking up the Player of the Match award very shortly. And unless things change dramatically in the next couple of minutes, TUS Midwest will be picking up the Donaghy Cup. Lagan Cup champions 12 months ago. So their rise to the ranks continues. Liam O'Connell, Grania McKenna and their backroom team. Well, they produced their team in tip-top shape, and right now they're running their bench. Dora Wynne Morgan is coming in to get a taste of the big time here in Bacon, and it is Niamh Miley from the St. Lawrence's Club in Kildare who's been called ashore. The Technological University of the Shannon are just moments away now from victory here. Can they apply the gloss? Chasing after this is Chelsea Ezeki King. Does well to win it back. Played through by Towie. Corbett. Here's Ezeki King again. Drills it, drop kicks it high and over the bar. Well, Chelsea Ezeki King gets her name onto the score sheet. The impact sub from TUS Midwest makes it 3-12 to 14 points.
Yeah, fair play to TUS. They've been maintaining their scores the whole last 10 minutes at least anyways, so they just keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Short kick out from Chloe Fitzpatrick. Well, UL have given everything they had to this final, and at times looked like they might just overtake their neighbours and wipe out the concession of those two early goals, but in hindsight they were hammer blows that they never really recovered from. That's where the damage was done, those two early goals from Chloe Towie and Aoife Corbett. Did get back at one stage to within a point of TUS Midwest before they just kicked on again. And really, Sally King's goal finally broke the resistance as we watched the player of the match, Chloe Towie, again in the thick of it and still going strong 2 minutes into added time, Emma.
Yeah, you can see even no matter what, how much or what time is left, Chloe Towie didn't give up, and that's why she is the player of the match. She's put her heart and soul into today's game, so fair play to her.
So the referee Shane Curley is looking at his watch. The TUS Midwest substitutes and backroom team are getting ready to invade the pitch, and their supporters, well, they will enjoy the journey back to Limerick tonight and all the various towns and villages across the country. This TUS Midwest squad drawn from everywhere from Kerry to Clare to Mayo to Meath to Waterford, Kildare and many more. It has all come together nicely as a red card is shown to Aoife Corbett. Well, that's a very unusual coloured card to see in a ladies' football match, and it will certainly take a little of the gloss, I'm sure, off this win for Aoife Corbett. But TUS Midwest are going to finish with 13 players. I'm not quite sure why Aoife Corbett picked up that red. Shane Curley, though, showed it fairly emphatically as UL attack maybe one last time. They try to work a goal for Shaughnessy, blocked by Leanne Daly and taken clear, and the free out is given. Well, we're now into the fourth, heading towards the 5th minute of stoppage time. Not quite sure where the 5 minutes came from, but it's all really merely delaying the inevitable. That's some kick out from Ciara Butler to pick out Chloe Towie. Who else? And away goes Chelsea Ezeki King. just lost control of the solo. Just didn't come down in time, and instead it was taken off her toe by Megan Pattinson. Now Laura Scanlon inside to Niamh McGinley. UL not going to give up without a fight. There was a late hit there on McGinley. In any event, UL have lost the ball. Shane Curley looks at his watch, and we're going to play on just a little longer. Keone Tipolotu outside to Anya Shaughnessy, looking to thread it through to Saoirse Kelly. Instead, it's won by Tipolotu. Tries to run onto the break off Ella Lawless. And there's a fierce scramble for possession, a scramble that's won by Ella Whelan. Well, TUS Midwest trying to protect this 7-point lead, and they do, and they've won it, and it's all over. TUS Midwest are the Yoplait Donaghy Cup champions. They've beaten UL. 3 goals that did the damage from Chloe Towie, Aoife Corbett and Sally King. And I think on the balance of play, Emma, no denying the better team won.
Yeah, better team won. They didn't give up till the end, and fair play to UL. They didn't either, but it just wasn't their day today. Iris Connelly and Sally King, that last play really stood out there and finished it off for them, so they could finish off on a high.
Well, that's it from us for the moment. We're going to head down, and we're going to hear from the player of the match very shortly. That is, of course, Chloe Towie. We're also going to hear from the winning captain, Aisling Morrissey. But we're watching right now the TUS Midwest team soaking up the moment. And this means so much to them, Emma, doesn't it? They've soldiered together all season. They've trained long, they've trained hard, and tonight was the night when it all came together.
Like, it's obvious, you can see even a few tears there. Obviously, a few of them are probably on their last year in college, so it's a great achievement to have back in themselves the whole way through, and fair play to them. It's a great achievement.
And you have to spare a thought as well for UL, who left everything out there. Desperately unlucky at times, but they'll also look back, won't they, on those unforced error and all those missed chances in the first half.
Yeah, I'd say a lot of them have another opportunity and another go at it next year, but fair play to UL. They didn't give up at the same time till the very end. Just wasn't their day.
Well, UL will be left with ifs, buts and maybes, but for TUS Midwest, the Technological University of the Shannon, it is a day and a night to remember and to savour. They will have medals as their mementos and memories that will last a lifetime. And I suppose as much as you work hard, you train hard, they're going to play hard now as well, aren't they, tonight, Emma? Because there's a lot of pressure released with this victory, with this match-winning performance.
Yeah, I'd say they deserve it now. They ran themselves into the ground there, so no harm. But fair play to them. I hope they enjoy their night. And even for UL, they'll probably head out for a few too. But at the same time, fair play again to TUS.
Chloe Towie, player of the match, Emma, but who else would have been on your shortlist? Who else impressed you from a TUS Midwest perspective?
I think Aisling Morrissey. She was a flyer at centre back for TUS. Both her and Chloe worked in great connection together to work that ball back down the field and get a few scores on the board. But yeah, then even on the UL team, I have obviously my own close to home, Keone. She was a flyer, worked fierce hard, and obviously Laura Scanlon, top-notch quality footballer, didn't give up at all and just kept going for the goals.
So I see Daniel Caldwell, the chairperson of the HEC, just calling the teams into the presentation area. We're going to hear from him now in just a moment. And then the presentation of the Donaghy Cup to Aisling Morrissey will take place as well. This Donaghy Cup final bringing down the curtain on a hectic afternoon of action here at the University of Galway Connacht GAA Airdome. More matches, more games to come on Friday and Saturday, all culminating, of course, in the O'Connor Cup final on Saturday afternoon. But a lot of big matches to be decided between now and then.
Yeah, a few very exciting games today. Definitely encouraged for a very, very exciting weekend ahead.
DCU 7, University of Galway, and now TUS Midwest, the winners, as we hear now from Daniel Caldwell.
Both teams
did incredibly well. It was tough to call right throughout, and you should both be very proud of yourselves in this Donaghy Cup final. On behalf of the HEC, I just want to thank our sponsors, Yoplait, for their continued support for our game. I want to thank Atlantic Technological University, who are our hosts for the few days of competition. Also for the Connacht GAA for the use of these wonderful facilities in the Connacht Centre of Excellence over the last number of days. For the referee and the team of officials, thank you for the job that you did. We genuinely appreciate all that you have done. Today we've had 3 amazing finals full of drama and great football, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate International Women's Day than being here watching 3 incredibly close, tight and well-contested games. So thank you to all of the players, the coaches and the colleges for all that you for all that you do to make these games happen. Our player of the match is going to be presented by Con Moynihan, who is the president of Connacht LGFA, and the player of the match is from TUS Midwest. It's number 11, Chloe Towie. Super. And now I have the pleasure of presenting the Donaghy Cup to Ashley Morrissey, who is captain of the team. So we're just going to put it up on the
TUS! Thanks very much. Which way do I stand? So I'd first of all like to thank Yoplait for sponsoring the college championship. You've been very good, and to Central Sports as well. There are sponsors for LIT, or TUS, sorry. Second of all, to the people who keep the dome in serious condition. It's not every day you get to come to the dome, so it's absolutely brilliant that we could, and that I could share it with all these unbelievable people from all over the country. To our parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, boyfriends, sisters, everyone who's come to support us, friends, everyone who has come to support us throughout the championship, and today. At the end of the day, this is all for ye. We do it as much as ye, we just do it for ye. We love doing it and the journey that it takes us on. And I'd like to thank all the girls here as well. You're just brilliant. The crack we have is 90. It's just unbelievable. I can't believe that I'm standing here doing this a year later with all of you again. To Liam, Grania, Mark. What can I say? We're spoon-fed. You do everything for us. You've completely raised the standards from when I came in first year to now. It's just unbelievable to be playing football for TUS, and we'd like to thank you so much. You played a huge part in that. TUL, you're our local rivals. You're absolutely brilliant. We played you in the league in first semester, and you're outstanding. Yeah. Sorry. Disaster. Thanks very much for travelling up, giving us a great game. You were just outstanding, and I have no doubt you're all first years. You'll be back again in the same place next year. Doing that thing, you'll be back here again next year, the year after that. I've absolutely no doubt in you. So keep going. You're brilliant. You're a great bunch of girls, and you work really well together. To the referee and the linesman as well, and the umpires, It was a tough game to do, but thanks very much for doing it. And I'm going to finish up now because this microphone is not helping me. 1, 2, 3, TUS!
So that was the TUS captain, Aisling Morrissey, making a terrific acceptance speech. That's it from us as well. It has finished in victory for TUS Midwest. They've beaten UL for 312 to 14 points, and they are the Yoplait Donaghy Cup champions. My thanks to Emma Halton for her company and analysis all through the game. We hope you enjoyed our coverage, and we'll be back to do it all again on Friday and Saturday. Until then, take care, and thanks for tuning in.